my books because my situation is a sensitive time matter situation. I'm dealing with a lot. I'm in court cases of people trying to set me up, been trying to set me up since I worked for the sheriff department. I was a Wayne County Sheriff deputy, and I have some shady family members that know that some of my family members were involved in illegal activity and is in illegal organizations such as gang related. And the law system likes to protect people like that. So it's been a fight, a battle, whatever you want to call it, good versus evil, and a lot of people don't understand that it's more bad people than it is good. Okay. And that's something that, a lot of people need to realize, especially before you start having children in this world. Let's try to start fixing some of these problems before you start bringing innocent children here, because innocent children are going to have to fight demonic issues, and you need to make sure that you try to have them prepared in the best way that they possibly can to do so in the strongest with the strongest weapons, shall it speak. And so my situation, my books that I wrote in, I have a GoFundMe. You can look at other videos. Please like and subscribe. A lot of my videos speak on my books that I written and pertaining to my case and how I was fired from Wayne County Sheriff Department. And I'm trying to get my story out there because I'm dealing with a lot of people don't understand that sometimes it's the small people that the devil tries to fuck with. Okay. Because those are the ones you don't really hear about. If you mess with mainly the ones that's, to lead to the ones that are celebrities. Like I have some celebrities that are involved in my case, my life situation or whatever, that I didn't know about that I'm learning about are family members. If you have a real tough time in life and you're dealing with a lot of obstacles and tribulations or whatever you want to call it, you need to see if you got some celebrities in your family, because 9 times out of 10 you do, because those celebrities are using individuals in their family to climb on top without you knowing about it. So they're trying to shit on other. And recall that black folks weren't even allowed on TV in the first place. And in order to get on TV, you have to do what is called innocent sacrificing. Meaning you have to sacrifice somebody in order to get some kind of perks or whatever. Hey, that's what the devil calls it. So so to speak. And you have these people called the Rothschilds and Rockefellers, which Jay-Z, his last name is Carter. My great grandmother's last name was Carter. She married a man named Welch. Last name Welch. So, which you need to look at his family dynamics. Also, his family dynamics, you have a situation where his mother had 4 children, and then she decided to become gay. Some of these women, that's not their choice. They're being forced to, because they're using that gay energy as witchcraft or warlocks, because you got gay warlocks, for them, and the Masons, okay, Eastern Stars. That's how they communicate with demons. Okay. I don't know what people want to tell you, but gay is not natural. They want to try to make it seem like that because they're, trying to make these people believe that are doing the witchcraft that they need them to do in order to contact certain, demons. To come into place. And my father, he's a demon. He has done a lot of, witchcraft. He's a warlock for the Masons. Some of our fathers we don't know about are warlocks for the Masons. Okay, should have never sent your ass off to military, talking about independence or whatever. That shit was go out in order to be freed as a slave, going to other countries, murdering innocent people. Okay, so that's the blood that we have on our hands. Our men going over to other countries, killing innocent people, and we don't think that it's going to be a backlash here. And you wonder why, these people, they're sending curses to us. Okay. So, why are we even going over in somebody else's country anyway? Bullying somebody, trying to tell them what to do or what to give us. Okay. So, but that's the first thing right there is washing our hands. We shouldn't fight for a military that is evil. Who runs the military? Rockefeller, Rothschilds. Who are the Rockefeller and Rothschilds? Some of the biggest slave owners. Who did Jay-Z name his clothing line after? And who did New York City just have to basically save his company and purchase stocks because the co-founder of the company basically kind of let the company go? Jay-Z, the Rockefeller and Rothschilds. You probably want to see if Beyonce is related to them because she has French, Creole in her bloodline. Meaning you got white folks in your bloodline. Same on my side. I same thing. Okay, so I know that I'm tired of her and him calling me. Okay, so I don't know if he's related or she's related from my family line, or they're related, or one of them is related from my ex-husband's family line. But my ex-husband and I got together through my stepfather behind closed doors. Okay, it was all a setup. And how these men, these wicked ass men, and some of these wicked ass women try to set up relationships behind their children and family members' backs, and trying to make them think, oh, it was God's, no. If you put into play of who was around, and was those same individuals around during other incidents that had occurred in your life, you'll see that it's wicked people, not gods, not the God, but wicked individuals that's behind the corruption in your life. Including some celebrities that you see, they can't seem to get it together, or in turmoil relationship after turmoil relationship or friendship. It's always some negative, media display of them, or them doing some negative media display of their own. Some people are self-sabotaging because they have so many demons on them that they don't even recognize that they are damaging their own image. Okay, so but think about the relationship between Beyonce and Jay-Z anyways. Beyonce comes from a considered middle class family, right? Jay-Z comes from the ghetto, the hood, the projects. Okay, mother had multiple different baby daddies. He stabbed his brother for what no one knows. Okay, he doesn't even, you don't see none of their family members out there like her hanging out with her girlfriends and family members or nothing like that, do you? Who do you see her? She only hangs out with Jay-Z, don't they? Or her sister or her mother, right? The same vice versa with him. is that you see, if you look up on Google, you won't even see them mention his other children by other different women. It only states that he has children by Beyonce. Why is that? You don't see him hanging out with no friends and, family members who you don't even know his family members really, did you? Would you? Those are because those are shady individuals. Okay. Demons. We haven't been out of slavery that long. You don't think some kind of wickedness or some sort would be occurring behind closed doors to try to what? To keep you enslaved somehow, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, some kind of way, right? Stop being so comfortable because they try to make you think you're under mental slavery. They're trying to make you think that you are no longer enslaved, but you are. Okay. Watch some of Professor Griff. He used to be a member of Public Enemies. Watch some of his recordings, and those that are associated with him. And then some of those people, are in a mental slavery where they have to find, point out people that could be potential, prey, innocent sacrifices. Innocent sacrifices mean either you be a slave for them or we sacrifice you. That's what it means. So either you're going to do what we ask you to do, tell you to do, or we're going to sacrifice you or your child or a family member. Okay. That's how they try to work through us, through our children, through your mate, your partner, your family members. They try to find out who you care about. And then they try to figure out who you don't care about too, or have the potentials of not. Who you would let go, like, oh, you have 4 children, which one of you love the less, or would you say you would? Kind of shit like that. I love all my children the same, but what we want you to do is think about which one you would love less, because in order to have some type of decent lifestyle, one of them is going to have to go. None of my children, because I own part of the world, but one of your child, so that my child could live and still prosper and be, financially prosperous. Fuck you and your children and your family. Okay. That's how these so-called, they call them reptilians, because they think that's considered thinking with your reptilian brain. To have a uncompassionate, blackened heart. And then they like to, hype us up with all of this information about aliens and all that kind of stuff. There's nothing but have you seen that movie, The Village, where they scared their village of individuals into believing all these crazy things, and because they want to control them, the way that they think, what they do, who they mate with, who they marry, who they have children with. That's the same thing with America. They want to control, just like the Willie Lynch syndrome. They want to still control who we mate with, who we marry, who our children mate with. Because if you look back in, soon as they came out with, after they let us go out of slavery, and you see your parents, gain independence and all that kind of stuff, they came out with what? The military, and then heroin, opiates, they use drugs to try to control us. Okay. In poverty situations, drugs and poverty situations, to try to control its population. and then lack of information, lack of intelligence. But military bases, if you look at the military bases, they create a lot of this aircraft and so-called do all these little, drones and all this kind of stuff, and have the public scared and doing irrational things and testing, your emotions, and what signals send out negative, you know, to increase negative emotions or erratic thought processes, and erratic behaviors, and so on and so forth. That's why the United States is the only country. You have to understand, Hitler and his scientists was sent here. Okay, what were they doing? Experiments on people. Okay, these are demons in our country hiding. My father's a demon. I get more into him in another video. You have some motherfuckers that really, really, really hate black people. Really hate black people. Okay? Some black folks hate themselves. They hate their color. I wouldn't date a black person, but don't get that wrong, because there's so many of us that hurts. Okay? What I would date is an intelligent, compassionate, another race, because my race have been through so much and keep violating each other, that I think that mixing up the race is a good idea. But what I'm saying is, you have people that do demonic, dirty ass shit because of the skin tone. Not, I think that, this race needs more counseling and help, because a lot of black folks will say, you know, they won't go to counseling. They don't think they need counseling. Okay. Some will say white folks need counseling. They once put us in slavery, but we need to go through counseling too, because we've been through a lot. Okay, everybody need counseling, bitch. Everybody. Okay, be realistic about it. But it's a lot of sickness, and what I've discovered from moving from Michigan to down south is that it is some real sick ass men that are Masons and gang members that have been raping their children, like their blood children. A lot of people don't speak about stuff like that because they're so embarrassed. But when you get locked up and go to jail and find out that the young lady in the bunk bed over from you has children by not her stepfather, her real father, bitch, her real father. Where did this sickness come from? Our government is demonic. And I want you to understand what fight we're against. A lot of us, we like to hide, put things, on the back burner. We don't want to deal with reality. And then I got a person that became my friend that later told me that her father was raping her as a little kid, and then her mother was going to report it, and no, they said they didn't have enough evidence. The police has been lying, okay, letting these black demonic men get away with raping their children. And then I found a white lady. She told me that her father touched her, and her mother didn't believe her. Okay, not her stepfather. These are the real fathers that are doing sexual things to them. Okay. Where does this sickness come from? That the police has allowed this to go on behind closed doors. People need to realize and understand that the devil is real. Okay? And that no matter how long that case was, still, and the police will tell you, you have to file the police report, what state it happened. So whatever state that it happened in, you got to go back to that state, because that's considered a malicious felony. It has no statute of limitation, because you intentionally tried to ruin my life and take my life. That's criminal. Okay, you go and you file that report. Okay, keep filing those reports. Okay, and then what I'm trying to do is for us women to go to the state legislative board, find out all of the reports that were written and reported, or whatever you want to call it, about men raping their children, stepchildren, or biological children, or children in the family. Your uncle raped you, your cousin raped you, your older cousin, you know what I'm saying? Your cousin on your daddy's side, whoever the fuck, bitch. That these cases are reopened and tried. Okay. And that there's stiffer laws put on. We need stiffer laws, period. There's a lot of laws that need to be stiffened or implemented. This world is dwindling down. And a lot of people don't even notice, because they keep you so preoccupied with dumb shit. In a minute, it's going to be a whole bunch of women having miscarriages. You know why? Because the spirits no longer want to become a part of this world. You need to pull it up and see. There's been a lot of miscarriages happening. A lot of women can't have children. A lot of men now can't have children. Miscarriage after miscarriage, stillborn, stillbirth after stillbirth. Ask yourself why. What's going on? Motherfuckers don't want to be here. There's nothing here. This world is turning too demonic for innocence. Okay? Innocence hasn't been protected. You got too many demons that the angels can't even come do they came here to do. All you care about is money and fame and stardom and being known. A demon being known. What is that? That's ego. What is ego? Demonic. So I got somewhere to go and something to do right now, and then I'll pick back up later. Please like and subscribe to my videos.